Hey, what's up, guys? This is Talon with Authority coming back at you with another video today. I hope everyone's having a great winter, even though it's been slow here in Pennsylvania. I'm not sure what everyone else is looking like, but feeling ready for spring, excited for spring. And yeah, just kind of wanted to make this video today talking about how we price lawn care and kind of some methods going into 2023 for those of you that maybe need a little help for pricing lawn care or are new to lawn care, want to start your own business in 2023. How these tips are just some things that I've learned. They're not perfect, and you know, your area might be different than my area, so don't take everything that I said here, and use it right away. You got to kind of make sure with your market that it's going to work. But I'm just going to kind of go over, you know, what we do for the man hour breakdowns, how we get the square footage, and what to look for when you're bidding these jobs. All right, guys. Now we're going to move to the web version of this video, kind of what we do online. So whenever I get a quote request in, the first thing I'll do is check out where the property is located, see if it's close to any other properties that we service or if it's out of our service area. So one of the most important things I would do if you're just starting out is kind of create a service area. And when you start out, you might have to go a little bigger if just to get your name out there and get those jobs flown in. But as you grow, you definitely want to tighten up your service area and your route density, especially for mowing, because driving around trucks all day is expensive and it doesn't make you any money. So if we are interested in a job, let's say this one here, first thing I'll do is I'll look them up, see where they are, and then I'll go onto Google Earth to get a kind of good estimate on the size of the property. So if you never use Google Earth, over here is the measure tool, and then you'll just plot out your points here around uh, the property and just leave what is the mowable area. And you don't got to be, perfect with it. These are all just rough numbers. It's not perfect, but it definitely does the job for this application. So we came out around 17,000 square feet, which is about right because we service this property already. We've been doing it for 4 or 5 years now, so I already know this going in. So 17,000 square feet. I know that this property here takes us about 20-25 minutes with two guys, depending if it's a warm summer day or a wet spring day. And I also know that there is a hill here and some other obstacles, and that all has to play a part into our pricing here. So our minimum is 55 for the past season. We're probably going to bump that up to 60 for the 2023 season. And like I said, I don't know what your market is, so I don't know what you can charge or what the market dictates there, but that's kind of what it is here in Western Pennsylvania. So I already know going in that I'm not going to be below that. Now we're going to go over here to this pricing chart made by Check. So if you haven't checked out Check, I know it's a little play on the words, but they provide some great free resources for us, and their software is also really nice. And I actually don't use it. I use another software, mainly because I already signed kind of a yearly thing before I talked to Matthew, which if you haven't had the chance to check them out, they are awesome. And Matthew and his team over there, they're doing a great thing with all the resources that they give us and everything else, and really building a great software. And I've been a part, kind of helping them out on some features and stuff. Not sponsored, by the way. I just think it's really cool the kind of stuff that they provide for us, and I use it too. So this pricing chart basically is the time to complete on the left, so how long the property takes, and then your target hourly rate. So we shoot for about 80 an hour per man, so that comes out to about 160 um, for two-man crew. That's about 160 an hour. So if we come over here, the time to complete, we said about 20-25 minutes. So we'll just take the 25. We'll come over here to the 80. That's $33 per man. So you multiply that by 2. So when you come over here, 33 times 2, it's 66 bucks. I believe I'm at like 57 on this one. Like I said, I've had this one for a while, which is probably a little on the low end. But like I said, I've had him for a while, and he's been a great customer with no complaints. And I do a couple of his properties, so I'll probably give him a little hometown discount there. But if you want to see us broken down, so basically $80 a man hour times two guys is 160 an hour. Divide that by 60 minutes. That brings us to $2.60 per minute. And then you'll multiply that by the 25 minutes it takes to do the job. And now you're at 66 bucks. So basically, this chart here just simplifies that for you. So you know, hey, if you're even if you're a solo operator and you want to make 70 bucks an hour, come over here and you say, okay, well, this yard's gonna take me 45 minutes by myself, 53 bucks. Now, I'm gonna kind of go over here and show you guys how we quote the job now and how we write them up. So this quote is for my man Jim Halpert here from The Office. If you know, you know. And so in the title, I'll just put lawn maintenance 2023. Add the weekly lawn service, weekly lawn mowing, trimming, and blowing. And then I'll come over to the unit price. So we said $66. And we also had to add sales tax here in Western Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania as a whole, you have to collect sales tax on mowing. It's stupid, I know, but I don't know what your state's like. Um, so, be aware of that if you do have to add it. Or some guys I've seen will, instead of doing $66, they'll just write it up as 70, delete the sales tax, and then they'll just pay the sales tax. They'll collect it on their own. Um, both options are good. It's just kind of, what you prefer if you don't want to deal with the hassle of, you know, trying to collect the sales tax, or you can just charge the customer and then deal with it that way. Either way, you're still paying it. So, kind of however you want to write it. Um, so I like using like these numbers like 66, 64, just kind of, I don't know, it's more of like the customer perception, I guess. It seems cheaper, you go into a grocery store and you see 19.99, you don't think 20, that kind of thing. So we'll write it up for 66 here. We'll leave the sales tax. That comes out to 70.62, and then I'll just write a nice little message like, thank you. So usually I'll just add something like this, like thank you for your time. He'll be taking care of your property this season. Anything, kind of just to touch base, give a nice little personal message. Like I said, I wouldn't just do Google Earth for the quoting, because a lot of customers want that personal feel, personal connection. Shaking the hands and kind of selling yourself more than just selling the job. So we'll just write this up like that, and then we'll just send it to the customer. Very simple, but just kind of, and then this is kind of how we have it set up here. So when it goes over, thank you for asking us to quote. Here's the price, and then it's done. Uh, like I said, that's just kind of what we do. It's not perfect. Like I said, you have to kind of know where your market is, and if you're starting out, that's going to be a little hard, but don't be afraid to ask questions and ask for help. But that's going to wrap up today's video, and yeah, let me know what kind of videos you want to see in the future. If you want to stay with these kind of videos where we're doing kind of breakdowns, or if you want to see more of the equipment side of things and that kind of fun stuff. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I also forgot to add, doing some reminiscing here. We don't bag, so that's also a part of the price. We don't bag any of our properties. We use Ballards, X blades, with the mulching blade and the finishing blade, and we've had great results with that. But yeah, if a customer asks you to bag, that's definitely more money, and I would definitely charge for that. And like I said, we don't bag, so I don't really have any advice there on what to charge, but I know some guys like Alderich who does great work. They bag. I don't know their pricing, but it's just something that they've always done. For us, we just found it easier just to not bag, and as long as we service weekly, we don't really have any issues. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna leave you with. But peace.